Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Ottoman Empire Kaiserreich, and we're picking where we left off. In the last episode, uh, I went for this part of the tree to remove the Black Monday debuff. And okay, have this. Selim First Airport opened. Located Habania, just 55 miles west of Baghdad, and the name after the infamous Sultan Selim I, the newly created military airport will serve as the center point for Ottoman air operations in Iraq. Adapted from British experiences in the Middle East during the Weltkrieg, the use of air power in peacekeeping and patrolling the vast land has seen a rise over the last few years, with an Iraqi flying corps trained at the Flying Academy in Mosul. Utilizing primarily local pilots, it is another step in the Ottoman program to shape the Iraqis as a dominant military power in the Ottoman Mashri. Splendid. 10 air experience. Very useful. Okay. There's some division here, let's put them here. Or are we standing with infantry? Okay. Let's stop production of this. And then we should be able to have some infantry equipment. We need to stock up on some infantry equipment, because if war breaks out, it's not going to be very fun. Okay, and that's balanced budget. Remove the Black Monday debuff, finally. Khalid Bagdash takes over the Arab Syndicalist Party, leaving the nation for the Commune of France in 1930 to avoid persecution by the then ruling OHF administration. Khalid Bagdash has enjoyed education in the French capital itself, and could be seen amongst many influential readers in debates concerning the expansion of syndicalism to the Orient. Now that he has returned, it would surprise no one if he were to push a program similar to that which he encountered in France. But local authorities are not really concerned by his presence, as the lacking of any industrial proletariat in the Arab world makes almost any support for syndicalism impossible. Good luck. Change the popularity of syndicalism 2%. War on the Peninsula. After the Weltkrieg and the victory of our sublime state over the Arab revolt, we reasserted our hold over the tribal hinterlands of the peninsula. The Saudis, having fought against the Porte during the early parts of the war, flipped sides near the end and joined in on the repression of the Hashemites in the Hejaz. Continuous bickering between our two tributaries over complete control of the peninsula, however, never ceased, and ever since the fall of the British Empire in 1925, the Saudis have built up their strength to deliver the death blow to the Rashidi-dominated Northern Federation of Emirs. As both sides pledge full allegiance to the Caliphate, and our resources are thinly spread and depleted due to years of war, we have little interest to intervene in their conflict. Tribes in Hejaz, Ma'an, and the House of Al-Sabah in Kuwait, however, are less complacent about the situation and have pledged support to our Rashidis to quell the Wahhabist plague once and for all. Ottoman gendarmerie in the region have warned us of large groups of young Arab men setting off on horseback into the desert, armed to the teeth, and are warning us that we might have issues demobilizing these volunteers should they return, and that the flame of Arab independence may continue within these men. It's not like we can stop them from going anyway. British lands. We can increase. What will happen? Increase resistant targets 25. 25. Everything goes down by 25, and Integration of the Kurdish vilayets by 5% increases. That is Kurdish lands. Here? No? Not this. We'll do that if anything happens. I don't think we need to do that yet. I think. Ooh, there you go. Wal Shamar declared war on Najd and Hassa. It's our puppet. Yeah, our puppet, right? No? They are no longer our puppet. Okay. Maybe they call us into the war, I don't know. That's well a bit worrying. Great, balancing budget, that's great. Ottoman army, military factories, naval dockyards, okay. What should we do? What is the Fourier project? It grants construction speed 10%, production efficiency pays 5%. Then we have research bonus, construction speed. I mean, this is not that great. This is okay, but we need to pass through this. And I don't think I have the time to. Let's go for this. I think I need it. Foundation of the Belgrade Pact. Trouble seems to once more be among the Balkans, as the Balkan nations have once again gathered in opposition to Bulgarian hegemony in the region. Although part of the same alliance as us during the Weltkrieg, there is no love between ours and their government, and we are perfectly aware of their designs on Edin and Constantine. The Serbs, for now, haven't united us to their alliance, but the likelihood of war on our western frontier is increasing by the day. Preparations are being made to reinforce the fortresses of Edirne, and our troops have been placed on a high alert for any actions by the Bulgarians. Whether or not we will get sucked into war once more is unclear for now, as we ravaged an Anatolian population. Our recruitment pool has still not fully recovered from the Weltkrieg. Dark clouds are gathering over Europe. How many troops do I have? A lot. Let's put another. Let's put two of you. Okay. That's good. Please join the. Okay. They might invite me. If they want me, I will take that offer. I will surely take that offer. So it's this guy. So let's answer line like here. Okay. Anti-Bulgarian rhetoric intensifies. As the Serbs mobilize their army and the Romanians position their armies on the other side of the Danube, anti-Bulgarian rhetoric has become widespread through Western Anatolia, with particular hotspots in eastern Thrace, where imams and populists are stirring the population up for war, reminding the population of the humiliating defeat in the city at the end of the First Balkan War. Praising the heroic actions of the Ottoman army during the Second, they now call for the liberation of our Muslim brethren under the Bulgarian yoke. Small groups of citizens are already arming themselves in preparation for the coming war, as conscription centers are filling up with volunteers to fight for the reconquest of Western Thrace. It seems that war is brewing whether we want it or not. Mobilize the army. 10% war support. Terrorist attacks in Western Thrace. Okay. That's nice. That's nice equipment. Very good. We need more close air support. Okay. Headed by Sir Felix Pole, former chairman of Britain's Great Western Railway, the Pole Committee has tasked the last year with investigating possible infrastructural expansion into MOJ and solving the ever-increasing financial troubles of the Palestinian railways. Also tasked with improving the local stations and routes between Jerusalem, Jaffa and Tel Aviv. The committee has now reported that substantial financial investment will be necessary to solve both congestion issues and the connection to the Ottoman Haifa. It suggests the construction of a direct line from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem through Rishon LeZion, to junction with the Jerusalem line at the Niana. Furthermore, the report also criticizes the lack of investment in the port of Jaffa, its hazardous rocks forming a perilous trip for any ocean-going vessel. Therefore, he has requested a complete rebuilding of the harbor and an extension of the railroad from Jaffa station into the new harbor zone. So I assume... Oh. Is it here or... Here's Jerusalem, but... Can't find... Palestine would do better if it realigns itself with the port. Most interesting. I mean, good. Okay. How are these doing? So Nide is in... I mean, they only have this province here. Okay, we'll see how it goes. So while what can we put? Skirmisher. Okay. Let's read this. Conflict in Suleimania. The province of Suleimania has always been a point of trouble for the valleys of Mesopotamia. Inhabited by a strong Kurdish majority, many of their sheikhs and agas refused to implement the new reforms and concede authority to Constantine, and instead hold on strongly to tribal allegiances and Kurdish tradition. Turkoman expansion towards eastern Mesopotamia, the Assyrian exodus, and the discovery of oil near Mosul and Kirkuk has upset the delicate balance of the region, with various groups attempting to take control of the territory. Inside of Kurdistan, great rivalry also rules as the various tribes are involved in a near constant state of internal conflict based on family, language, and sectarian lines. As the Ottoman state has no desire to let one Kurdish group get stronger than the others or let them find a common ground besides the Padishah, this struggle is often encouraged by authorities in Mosul to the detriment of both the Kurds themselves, the remaining Assyrians, and the Turkomans, who are often victims of Kurdish offensives. Their division keeps them docile. I think maybe now is the time to do this. Okay. First do I can't do that. Let's do the Ottoman army so we get a bit of army power. Status of the Ali Emnayet Hazmeti. The intelligence apparatus of the state has been in disarray ever since the fall of the COP and the rogue adventures of Enver Pasha, taking with him a sizable portion of the special organization, whose aim was to instigate Muslim revolts against the imperialist powers and to crack down on dissent in the Middle East. The remainder of the force was reorganized by Irad into the Exalted Security Service, just after the conclusion of the Weltkrieg. A lack of experienced manpower and questionable allegiances of many of its members, however, greatly hindered its performance, and the effectiveness of the force that has been abysmal for over a decade now. To modernize the corps and make it an effective tool to keep our Arab provinces in check, the Grand Vizier has ordained its complete dismantlement and replaced by a new entity, the National Security Service. Several close friends and associates of the Grand Vizier have, however, urged him to not take such drastic steps, as rumors of a secret organization aligned to the former COP within the force have thus far not been quelled. With some fear that should they feel the temperature under their feet rising, they may lash out and tear down all that he have built. Wipe it all clean. They lose a lot of political power, which ends operative slots +1 operation cost momentarily, or we modernize the existing. I mean, I don't want. Let's modernize it. I don't want them having also internal affairs. No, we send a military mission to Muscat, Yemen, Jabal Shammar. So what if we do this? Send to Jabal Shammar. Let's go first. Let's send a military mission to Jabal Shammar, why not? We won't go to war, yeah. Send it. Why not? Oops. Let's see what we have. Okay, volunteer only, that's okay. We have a civil economy, we can upgrade that to early mobilization. Should we? Let's wait on that a bit. So, we have advisors. Oh, this is nice. -9 goods factories +5 stability. Increase ability resistance targets, that's also nice. Stability. Let's go with weaker stability and resistance target. That's very useful for our country. Okay, let's speed it up a bit. Interesting. Delegation from Sofia. A delegation has arrived to our doorstep, and it comes from our enemies, turned allies, turned enemies once again, the Bulgarian Tsardom. Our relationship with this Balkan state has been far from stellar, and though Germany has forced us to bury the hatchet once so we work together during the Weltkrieg, the tensions of the Thracian border have never vanished. Thousands of Turks languish under the Bulgarian boot, a policy of Bulgarization imposed upon them, and a powerful lobby in Ottoman politics, mainly backed by the Muhakirs, refugees and descendants of refugees from the Balkans, seeks the reclamation of Turkish populated regions in Bulgaria. Of course, the regime in Sofia is no idiot, well aware that a war between them and their rivals in the Balkan region will likely solicit our intervention. Thus they have approached us, seeking a peacetime resolution to our tensions and a non-aggression pact. In these negotiations, we would have the upper hand and would be able to extract significant concessions from the Bulgarians, although, is this really necessary? Let us hear what the Bulgarians have to say. Or, they think we have already forgotten 1930. I think we never forget. Okay. Can do that. Can do this. Enforce trade coordination. That's pretty good. What's happening in rest of Europe? Let's. This is two ahead. Let's put a new iframe. Let's. This just uses 10 days. I mean, not really that useful. Okay. Let's go with this. Research bonus plus 10% and and why not? Again bonus. So funds 750 on completion, research bonus plus 10%. That's in okay. That's my army. Military factory, naval dockyard. That's two military factories. Always useful. Collapse of the Persian Gulf economy. Reports have been reached the Valley in Basra that several of the Persian Gulf states have been hit especially hard by the economic depression in Europe, and that this has caused shockwaves in the entire social structure. Many of these states, such as Dubai, are almost entirely dependent on the pearl fishing industry and have the European continent as their main market. With the rise in popularity of cheaper Japanese substitutes, the market received its first hit during the 20s, but the conflict between this state and the Middle European bloc ensured a steady demand for the Gulf. Now that this demand has evaporated almost overnight, the entire industry is on the brink of collapse. Whilst this is of course unfortunate for the Arabs of the region, this catastrophe has forced them closer to the Ottoman state and our internal market. Upon the request of several sheikhs and emirs, the TPC, Turkish Petroleum Company, has opened talks to discuss the possibility of oil exploration along the coast and expansion of operations in the Gulf. One man's loss in another man's gain. Political power plus 50, Basra unrest will increase, Bahrain unrest will greatly increase, Qatar unrest and Abu Dhabi unrest will greatly decrease. That's not very good. Qatar and Abu Dhabi. It's very high. Okay. This is still constructing. Let's put more civilian factories here. Let's put... Okay, wait for that. Put here, here. Okay. Increasing unrest in Bahrain, prompted by increased interest of the Persian government in the affairs of the Shia majority island of the coast of Al-Hassa. There has been a noted increase in anti-Ottoman and anti-Sunni sentiment, further coupled to the pearl trade catastrophe and the weak response of the Sheikh to the decreasing living standards of his population. The island has been rocked by a wave of protests calling for reform and equal representation. More disturbing than the Persian overtures, however, is the increase of radio sets tuned in to Radio Free Cairo, spreading Arab nationalist propaganda and calling on all Arab people to throw off the Turkish yoke. Most unfortunate. Republic of Iran seizes Hangam Island. Although Hangam Island, just south of the Persian coast, on paper belongs to the Persian state, the island is de facto ruled by Sheikh Ahmed bin Ubaid bin Juma, father-in-law to the Sheikh of Dubai. As part of their shift in foreign policy to take a more assertive and anti-Ottoman stance, the government in Tehran has decided to push their luck in the Strait of Hormuz. Earlier this week, the Sheikh and his entourage were expelled from the island, sent packing to their family in Dubai, and a customs post was installed proudly waving the Persian flag. Whilst a diplomatic objection has been made by our government against the Persian aggression, there has thus far been no plans to escalate this small border conflict to any further punitive actions. In Dubai, however, outrage against this move by Tehran has led many to question the capacity of the Ottoman government to defend the interests of the Gulf, and their sheikh for so easily submitting to Persian ploys. Let us hope the Persian beast is now satisfied. So, I think let's delete this. Okay, let's put them on the border with Persia. Okay. For this, okay. There. Okay. Oh. War against Bulgaria has started. Can I declare? Or do I have to finish? There is no. Bulgaria. Relinquish European ambitions. I think that's not it. Yeah. Okay, it's nice. Aviation command. Is camel, leg infantry, desert. I don't know. This only gives me farm experience in the military factory. Let's go with warrior progress. Oops. The military factories. Okay. Put one in support. Template. Motivation template 4. Okay. Let's what if I were to add support artillery? Would that okay? We can do that. But I don't have infantry equipment and support equipment. This uses support equipment. I think this doesn't use support. So what if I add both? That I can't do that. So let's remove this. That's okay. Let's save. Okay. So now they're all going to be updated. Okay. Let's put infantry equipment. Okay. Sharif Ali Haider passes away. Appointed by Irad during the initial days of the Hejaz revolt, Ali Haidar Pasha of the Hashemite house has acted as Sharif of the holy cities for almost 2 decades before his death earlier this week. As the need for the office has been questioned repeatedly with most authority these days in the heads of the Hejazi Valley, some are hoping to use this opportunity to not appoint a successor and as such end the tradition. Son of Ali Haider and raised among the court of Constantine, Abdul Majid Haider would be his successor, but has shown little desire for the position, preferring the lively streets of the capital to the dusty hills of Hejaz. Medina unrest, Meccan unrest will decrease, Polish to Meccan Sharif. We have that somewhere here. No. I don't know. Oh, we can. Okay. Points. Unrest will decrease. Let's appoint it. And then we can war for stress. Sure. Let's find this and let's do this. Okay. And we can put this, let's put it here so we can put him on this border with Persia. Okay. It will happen 20 days. Okay, we wait. And Bulgaria is actually winning against Romania somehow. Completed in Anatolia. Built as a concrete dam on the Chubuk stream, I think that's how you pronounce it, the project has started in 1930 to control floods plaguing the Anatolian metropole of Ankara. Measured at 25 meters tall, 900 meters long, and made of 120,000 square meters of concrete. And with the aggregate for the concrete derived from volcanic rock in nearby areas, it is regarded as an important leap in the engineering prowess of the Ottoman Empire. Further attending the ceremony was the Grand Vizier himself, who praised the engineers and construction workers for the labor and has announced that projects like it will crop up all around the vast empire to provide necessary water management and remedy lackluster sanitation. Nice. Okay, I think this is the perfect time to end the episode. So, thank you for watching and see you in the next one. Bye bye.